When I get that feeling, I want some good hair feeling. Wherever you are on the planet, I'm just coming on to send back to the narcissists, the psychopaths, the people that have been targeting people since the beginning of time, and now they're fucking exposed. You're fucking exposed, bro. And Jezebels. I'm just going to return to sender from across the whole globe, the whole planet in the new earth, a higher state of consciousness. We're going to send back every humiliation ritual, every black magic hair spell, every scalar weaponizing hair spell used with military weapons on creating bald spots on somebody's head at the back. So if I turned around, you'd just see a bunch of bald spots. And let's see, all curses, all hexes, all illegal military weapons, all financial abuse, humiliation abuse, emotional abuse, punching in the face abuse, laughing, I guess that's humiliation, smirky jerky abuse, DARVO abuse. So remember, we're going to go over that again, but I don't have the paper, but I will post it in the video because I can't reach the paper and I still have to memorize what it is. But it's their turnaround, 122 on the timer, their turnaround, how it's all your fault. And they're just so prideful and they still can't heal. And they're only upset if anything goes wrong that they got caught. And remember, they can't get into a higher state of consciousness. They literally can't fucking sit still because they're always plotting and scheming. They can't sleep at night, so you can't sleep at night. They can't have peace, so you can't have peace. You guys get how it's worked? So for the last, I'm 49 years old. Since the beginning of time, whatever age you are, they've literally been getting away with everything because they do jack shit to help themselves. And again, when you're old now, you're aging. Like I said, you're not attractive at all anymore, but they were so into the looks, right? Again, when they're married, they walk ahead of you in the grocery store pretending they're single, getting supply like they're single on their 8 fucking smartphones. Again, holding their phone all day in their hand, which again is causing them to be fucking brain dead, but they already are. But again, acting like they're the smartest, plotting on other people's lives, causing chaos and drama in workplaces across the planet. Just starting something again and again, a smear campaign, just like that telephone game. One person starts it, and where it ends up, you'll never know because it's never going to be the truth because a narcissist can quite frankly never face themselves. They don't know who they are, and they can't speak one word of truth. Wherever you are on the planet, I hope you keep rising. I hope you don't ignore red flags. I hope you can see a piece of shit for face value for what it is. And again, remember, the only reason that they would ever pretend to be ever sorry is because they got caught. So now on top of their fear, shame, and guilt, they're embarrassed, but they don't love you. They don't love their kids. They don't love their exes or their partners. They don't love their friends. But again, remember, the only time that they're feeling so embarrassed and oh my God is because they care what strangers think about them. So try to wrap that around your head now because you're rising into a higher state of consciousness, getting away from these fucking idiots. And you're not sitting there because in the beginning stage of when you get hurt by one and they leave you and it's just like, I had this love bombing great guy mimicking me and mirroring me and I thought he was the one or she was the one or they, them or what have you. You're wondering and you sit there and you could waste years going, how could they do this to me? I'm such a nice person. And then suddenly one day you get sober and you're like, it all makes sense now. And when you can see the value in yourself and the integrity and the service you can bring with not giving a fuck what these monsters think about you, it takes time. But please follow my mess. I use it as a message to help others rise. Again, I can't help you see their lies, but I hope that you can take the blinders off and I hope that you can put down an addiction one day as well if you have one, because that's the only way you're going to see these people for the monsters that they really are. I mean, they can only pretend for so long, right? And that's all they are. They don't know who they are. They'll never heal. They'll never get real. And again, I always say they've lost their fucking appeal. And anyone that can sit there and keep lying and lying and lying and lying and just care about greed, money, again, they're living in their false self. So I hope you know, when you walk away from toxic people, they've already roped you into their energy. And if you're not like them, it takes courage. But why would you pretend to sit there and want to gossip about people if you're not like them, right? It takes courage, but it's also great to know thyself and be the authentic person that you were born to be, not giving a fuck what people think about you. And I wasted way too long giving a fuck what people thought about me, and I had to be the girl invited to 5 parties, and I'd make sure I went to all of them. People pleasing, I better go, they're going to be mad at me. Eventually you get to the age you're at now, and you put down that addiction and you don't give a fuck about the party. And that's when you know you really are stepping into your real self. So I hope wherever you are on the planet, you can come to that conclusion today on your own. Namaste.